Hi! You know, I've been playing some challenging games for this series, and I think I want to give myself a break and go with something a little easier this time. But what? Let's see. Oh, what about Super Mario Bros. 2? That's a classic. Well, it is kind of hard in some spots, and it might make me a tad irate. So I'll pass. Hey, did you know that this game is actually a reskinned Japanese game called Doki Doki Panic? I bet you didn't know that. I blew your stupid mind, didn't I? Anyway, what else do we got? Easiest game on the NES. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Nah, this game is for nerds. Top secret episode? What am I, some kind of punk? Swamp Thing. The art on this is pretty damn impressive. You know, I don't really recall this one that much. There's just something about this cover that's inviting me to dip into its warm waters, bathed by the red sun's rays. This creature's arms look comforting to be wrapped in. I feel I could be safe there. Submerged, but not drowning. Deeper and deeper. Yeah, I'll play this one. Okay, let's see what we got. Yep, this looks pretty cool still. I got a good feeling about this one. Finally, a game I can relax to. Alright, here we go.
There once was a boy who had a mother who owned a Radio Shack that rented out video games of the 80s and 90s. Now that boy is a man trying to sell those games that sat for years in his grandmother's basement. Will you give one of these games a new home? Welcome to 8-Bit Basement.
Oh no, I've made a bad choice. Alright, what's up with not being able to attack in a crouch position? I can punch with the B button, crouch by holding the down button, but when I hit B to punch while crouched, my guy stands back up to strike. What goofy shit is this? So you're telling me I can't hit these stupid rat things? I just gotta jump over them and let them be. Oh boy, not being able to kill stuff is really fun. I guess I can hit them if I'm positioned at level with the platform that they're on, but what a pain in the ass. Oh cool, and there's enemies I can't even hurt. Wow, this is really fun already. This punch strike is my only form of attack. Until I pick up the green ball, which gives me 10 slime balls, snot balls, sludge balls, or whatever these balls are supposed to be. They are rather helpful to deal with enemies. The pickup only gives you 10 balls, so you can't go using them all willy-nilly, or else you're going to regret not having them when you need them. To the best of my knowledge, you can't deselect them in order to conserve them, so that kind of sucks. Balls. When an enemy dies, they drop a 9-volt battery, and you've got to be quick to grab it because these aren't the top-shelf, long-lasting batteries. Oh no. These are the discount brand at the bargain store batteries, and they run out in seconds. Stop flying away from me, son of a bitch! Alright, gonna get this one, and damn it! Why the hell does Swamp Thing even need batteries? I understand in the context of the game that for every 20 you collect, you regain a health point, and for every 50, you get an extra life. But why does a creature living in a swamp need batteries? I mean, this game did come out in 1992, back when Walkmen, I don't know, were huge, and you needed batteries. Lots of batteries to use them. A guy living in nature with no power source probably does get bored and needs to listen to music, but I don't recall Walkmans ever using 9-volt. These monsters better start dropping some AAA batteries soon, or Swamp Thing ain't gonna be listening to Billy Ray Cyrus on cassette. But what exactly is a Swamp Thing? The character sprite itself looks pretty cool, even if he does move like he's got lead in his ass. Sure, after you hit the A button to jump, if you keep holding it, he moves faster. But that just feels backwards after years of playing Mario, where you hold a separate button in to run before you jump to be able to jump higher and further. Here, running then jumping doesn't seem to have any effect on the distance and height of the jump because you have to release the button you're holding to then hit it again to make him jump, which means it cancels out your running momentum. So you're only fooling yourself into believing that you can perform jumps better by getting the running head start, But really, you're just wasting your time and looking like a dick. Thanks, game. Now I'm a dick. If these running and jumping controls sound familiar to anyone, it's because this game uses the same engine as Bart vs. the Space Mutants. And Bart is controlled the same way. Heck, even some of the sound effects are the same. Okay, I added that one. Anyway, I got off topic. Let's get back to who Swamp Thing is. Evidently, he's a big, green, muscly shaped mound of anthropomorphic vegetation. He started as a comic book character back in the early 70s. Now, I've never been a big comic book person myself, but I occasionally read graphic novels. One of my favorite authors is Alan Moore, and from what I've learned, he wrote Swamp Thing comics for a while, which actually makes me intrigued to read them. Perhaps someday. Swamp Thing went on to be a 1982 movie directed by Wes Craven, starring Adrienne Barbeau and Ray Wise, haha. And from what I gather, it wasn't a hit. The creature costume looked like a dime store knockoff of the creature of the Black Lagoon, yikes. Surprisingly, this got a sequel in 1989 titled The Return of Swamp Thing, which seemed to fare even worse, ugh. Jim Wynorski took the directing helm for this one, and the only thing I've seen of his is 1986's Chopping Mall, which involved robotic mall security guards going haywire and killing horny teenagers having a sleepover in a mall. It was dumb, but it was campy fun. It seems like he's moved on to pumping out softcore porn. Well, maybe I shouldn't be so quick to judge. Maybe Sexapede isn't what it sounds like. Okay, it's exactly what it sounds like. Well, at least the creature costume in Return of Swamp Thing looked better than the Wes Craven movie. This time, Heather Locklear played the object of desire for the monster, and given what I've learned about Wynorski's other work, I'm willing to bet there's a bang scene in a swamp between a young Heather Locklear and a guy dressed in a Swamp Man suit. The wetter the better, am I right?
Ew, you're gross.
Get lost, woman!
Okay. La 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 la.
Someday I'm just gonna take my hands and... Come on now, we're just having fun. So then in 1990, Swamp Thing became a live-action television series on the USA Network, and it actually ran for 3 seasons. Not a bad run. What's interesting is the guy who played Swamp Thing, Dick DUROCK, also donned the swamp suit in the 2 aforementioned movies. Once again, the costume in the show looked pretty good. Also in 1990, a short-lived cartoon series on Fox premiered. How short-lived, you ask? 5 episodes. That's it. But from this show is what the NES game is based on, so here we are. All this history of a fictional swamp creature culminates to me being able to control him in an 8-bit game, so that I can get pissed off by the jumping controls! Oh shit, I should have landed on that, come on! This jump is such a pain in the ass, because if you jump too early, you fall in the pit. But then when I jump from seemingly the exact same spot, I make the jump. It just feels like a gamble. Apparently, you can walk out on these white spikes that are sticking out horizontally, but I didn't know that. Because I guess I'm too stupid to realize that something that looks like background art is actually a platform. Well, fuck me. And then it doesn't help that these boneheads are flying up out of the pit, and this little jerk is trying to poke me in the swamp ass. Sweet mother of God, I made it! Ah, great, now another one! Yep, and there I go, falling to my death again. Oh wait, what is this? Bless my lucky stars, I've fallen into a cave. And there's a snake meowing at me. And somehow his meows are visible sound waves that can hurt me. A snake that hurts me with meows. This is stupid. Oh, look at the game taunting me here by placing this one-up just out of my reach. Boy, I really wish I could get that because every life really counts on this game. I realize you can say that about most games, but you really need to play virtually perfect in order to beat this game. You start with 3 lives and have 4 health points, or energy ticks as the game calls them, for each life. You can get 1 extra energy tick for every swamp beaker you collect. Yes, apparently these are beakers, just go with it. And you really need to make an effort to collect every one you see, because you will get hit a lot. See? I'm not kidding. If you lose all your lives, it's back to the beginning of the game for you. So get used to playing this first level a lot. Get used to these creepo, shadowy dudes living in huts on top of poles throwing knives out their doors as if they're deathly afraid of door-to-door salesmen and Girl Scouts. Cookies!
Hey there, buy some stuff. Yeah, go away.
Get used to big green fish jumping 100 feet in the air from seemingly knee-deep water, and get used to some
Gator surfing! Gator surfing! Riding on gators to breathless stuff. Gator surfing!
gator surfing. Batteries not included. Seems like there's nowhere else for me to go but down. Leap of faith, ho! Aw, god damn it! To hell with this cursed game and its sick ways of taunting me with extra lives. Why, yada. Wait, what was that? Ah, come on, come back! What's next? They're gonna put an extra life in a disturbing underground pit of human skulls? Oh my god, they did it! They really did it! Sweet mother of God, what sick son of a bitch thought of this? There's no possible way I can get this and not die! Oh, actually I got that pretty easy. Now I have an extra life. Well, good. Huh. How lazy is it that the extra life symbol is just text that reads, 1 up? They couldn't make it a miniature sprite of Swamp Thing? Or a rose or something plant related? This isn't the only time the game gets lazy. It likes to repeat level backgrounds with the same obstacles. Here, there's a hut with 3 bouncing green skulls followed by a cauldron releasing bubbles. Fast forward a minute later, there's a hut with 3 bouncing green skulls followed by a cauldron releasing bubbles. Ugh, it's like they're not even trying. And then there's the music for this particular level, and I can't even call it music. It sounds like there should be other layers of notes accompanying it, but the developers ran out of time and said, screw it, this'll be fine. The music in the rest of the game really isn't that bad. It's serviceable, and there's a few okay tracks, but whatever happened here is just a mess. You know that thing people do where they flick their fingers really fast over their lips to sound buffoonish? This music matches perfectly with that. Luckily, there is a point you reach in the game that when you exhaust all of your lives, you're actually given a couple restarts. And when you use one, you restart on the level that you died on. Of course, if you use them both, then it's right back to the beginning of the game. Ugh. This courteous restart system kicks in as soon as you reach the 4th level, the chemical plant. And my god, do I despise this level. These hooks, these goddamn hooks, almost drove me to insanity. As you can see, they fall as soon as you land on them, so you gotta be quick to jump off of them. For the most part, I seem to do alright with this. But that's until I get to this one particular hook that for some unknown reason, I can't seem to escape this one in time. And I always keep falling, and 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 falling! I'm hitting the button. I know I am. I'm doing here just the same, and Swamp Fucker jumps. But then Swamp Fucker won't jump here. I don't know. Maybe it's just a mental thing, and subconsciously I'm sabotaging myself. Or maybe it's just the game being a wet turd. I'll never know! When I finally get past this damn hook, I'm treated to more level ground. Sweet, sweet level ground. All I gotta do now is get past the steam and... Ah, shit, you found me. Fine, I'll keep playing. This level feels like it never ends. You go right, you go left. You go up, you go down. Right some more, left some more, up some more, down some more. Finally, there's the exit. Now on to the next level. What? You're kidding me. It's still going? Holy hell. You know what? Instead of getting mad, I'm just gonna try and enjoy myself. I mean, the platforming elements of this level aren't all that bad. And engaging in the timing of when to strike a particular enemy has its rewards and can be satisfying. And check this out. Apparently, this leaf is a power-up in the game that allows me to enter it and gives me full health. That's pretty rad. Huh, feels like I'm actually enjoying myself. Maybe I was being a little too harsh earlier. Oh, no. Okay, I can do this. This is no problem. You did it before, you can do it again. See the hook? See the jump. Go. No. I'm never gonna get past this level. This is my hell. Wait a second. I've already shown footage earlier of me being later in the game. So obviously that means I got past this part. Oh yeah, I am the editor of these videos, so let's just get past this. Hey, excuse me. Real version of me. Can you hear me? Yes, fictional version of me. What do you want? Can we just edit past this part? Yeah, sure, no problem. You just want to go straight to the boss? Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. There you go. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Hey, if you need help again, just give me a call. Probably do this more often. Gotta make these videos shorter. Oh. Is there a problem with the length? Yeah, I mean, they're a little too long, don't you think? Oh, well, maybe if Nebby video editors weren't holding me up with passive-aggressive comments all the time, then I could get back to playing the game sooner. All the time? This is the first time we've ever talked. The more you talk, the more I'm not playing. Hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you! Hey, let me know if you can feel this. Nah, I don't feel a thing. Ah, really? Damn it, that hurt. Whatever, I'm done with this stupidness. Alright, where were we? Ah yes, the boss battle. Here we have some jerk named Weed Killer, and he's rather easy to beat because you simply dodge his telegraph spray attacks and then strike him when he's not looking. In fact, the other boss battles are fairly simple too because they all follow easy to dodge patterns, and then they basically just wait for you to hit them. Come on, how many hits does this guy take? Am I even hurting him? By the way, this dude's name is Skin Man. Yeah, Skin Man. Gee golly, I better be on the lookout for fucking Hair Man. So stupid. What a stupid name. Why won't this stupid idiot die? What the hell, I'm dead? I don't understand. It looks like I was hitting him, so what's the deal? Wait, what's this? I went up into the tree? I guess this is a special ability available for Swamp Thing on this particular level. If you hit up in front of one of these trees, you become it and then you can shake and make things fall. I mean, clearly that should have been obvious. I should have known that trees that look like they're just part of the background would give me a special power. What an idiot I am. There's a few other objects sparsely scattered throughout the game that you can also hit the up button and go into, such as the flower that we saw earlier, and also this apple. Great, I just took a hit anyway. Okay, now I'm just a rolling apple. Alright, so I can't get past these barrels? Maybe if I get a running start. No, so what the hell's the point of this? I become possibly the worst power-up transformation in video game history, and I can't even go further than 10 feet. Well done, Swamp Thing. Well done. I guess the point of this was to dodge these few enemies, but I don't find it any harder just to do it in my normal form. Actually, I find it to be easier. You know what I really think it is? This game just wants to make you feel like an asshole. Think about it. What's it sound like when you hold your tongue with your fingers and say the word apple? That's right, apple. Well, now that I know I have to become the trees, killing Skin Man, god damn that name, is pretty simple. So now it's on to the final stage and taking on Dr. Anton Arcane. If you're wondering why we're fighting him, I guess Swampy's real name is Dr. Alec Holland, and he was some science dork working in a lab in the Louisiana Bayou trying to solve world hunger. Aw, what a sweetheart. But then Arcane shows up and he's like, "Hey man, give me that stuff." And Holland's like, "No way, mister, this is mine." So Arcane throws chemicals on him and Holland falls in a swamp and becomes Swamp Thing. Then Swamp Thing's all like, "That's it, dude, I'm gonna kick your ass now." And Arcane's like, "Haha, just try and stop me and my gang. Let's get him, Dr. Demo, Weed Killer, and Skin Man." Then Swamp Thing's like, "Fine, I'm coming for you, and wait. Skin Man?" "Yeah, we weren't sure what to call him, and we were like, hey look, he has skin, so it just kinda stuck." "But that's a really terrible name." "Oh, okay, Swamp Thing. Yeah, that name's real clever." "That's it. Your ass is grass, in the figurative sense. Unlike mine, which is literal. I'm coming for you." So now we enter the final level, which is Arcane's lab. It's not as long as the chemical plant level, but it's twice as frustrating and twice as annoying. There's a lot of hopping to be done. Dodge this thing, dodge that thing. Fall this way, fall that way. All the while getting hit. But if this wasn't bad enough, there's also random bricks that fall from above. And they also seem to know exactly where I'm going to be. I feel like Marv from Home Alone 2 when he keeps getting blasted in the face. Hey, you!
Who, me?
Yeah, you! Get down here so I can kill you.
Nah.
Oh! I guess all I can do now is just stand here and wait for a brick to hit me right in the face. Oh, Jesus. Alright, finally. I've reached Dr. Arcane. Or, what I think is supposed to be Dr. Arcane. Earlier, he looked like a methed out raisin man. Here he's some blue shaman devil guy. Who cares? Let's just kill him. Time to get intense! Ha! I got him! Wait, what? I took damage even after I killed him? And now I'm dead? And it's game over? No! That's not fair! After he's dead, I shouldn't get hurt! That's the rules! I won't stand for this! Reel me! Hey! Reel me!
What?
Put me back at the final boss fight!
Why should I? You're a dick.
Come on, just put me back there and we can finish this video. You're the one who said the videos are already getting too long.
That's true, but I still don't like you. Plus, you didn't say please.
Ugh. Please, will you put me back at the final boss fight?
Fine. There you go. Try not to suck.
Yeah, I'll suck you.
What?
Nothing, forget it. I'm trying to focus here. Stop bothering me. All right, getting intense again. Yes! Got him again! This time for good. Whew! Well, there it is. Swamp Thing thwarted the evil, and now has come to peace with being a disgusting vegetable person for the rest of his life. Yikes, this one was tough. Despite the game having some awkward controls, limited attack schemes, lame power-ups, tenuous platforming, and boring music and level designs at times, I gotta admit that it still ended up feeling like a competent enough game. Getting a feel of the game takes some effort, and after a little trial and error, dare I say it's actually kind of fun? It's not a great game in any sense, and possibly not even a good game, but it's decent. If you're looking for challenging gameplay and don't mind if it's not all that polished, then I'd say it's worth checking out. It's gonna frustrate the hell out of you, but it can be beaten with enough patience. So let's look at what we got here. The cartridge itself looks pretty good, and it's got that sweet, sweet artwork on it, much like the box. It's a little banged up and has some scuffs on the corners, but all in all, it's still looking good. Plus, it's got that official Nintendo seal of quality. It's official, yeah. And yes, the plastic hook piece is here. I don't want to explain the backstory of this every time, so go ahead and check out my earlier videos for the answer. Come on, watch them. Inside the box is the plastic cover for the cart. And this little promotional piece. I pulled the ultimate one-up. Yeah, I bet you did. It looks to be an offer to sign up for the Nintendo Power magazine. All you gotta do is call this number. So hey, let's call it.
Thank you for calling Nintendo. After 18 years and over 28 million...
Wow, I can't believe it actually still works. That was kinda cool.
We want to thank our many fans.
I'll make the listing on eBay shortly after I post a new video. So if you'd like to make a bid, you can find my seller ID by searching for beer noodles. Well, that's all for now, friends. Until next time, stay classic in that.
That's another one for the fire.